What is up, good people? Jungle Inc. here. Hope you're doing well. Today, history was made as expected, SEC approving the first spot Bitcoin ETF in the United States. A lot of people today asking me, why does this even matter? Well, the simplest explanation is it makes the crypto space that much more accessible to the everyday investor. Millions of additional investors will have access to investing in cryptocurrencies. May not be the way I invest in crypto or you invest in crypto, but a lot of people will now have access. And we'll see that effect, I believe, over time. Not going to stop just with Bitcoin either. We will see it hit the broader crypto space as well. Now, outside of yesterday's shenanigans, which were absolutely ridiculous, with the SEC's Twitter account supposedly being hacked and that false, at least false start announcement rolling out, causing a lot of liquidations. A lot of people were harmed in that, make no mistake. You know it happened. People were long Bitcoin and got liquidated because of that. Outside of that, really clean launch. We didn't have any, dramatics out there. Grayscale got, approved. I was worried the SEC would hold the lawsuit against them. They didn't. To my knowledge, all the major ones, BlackRock, Fidelity, Cathie Wood, Grayscale, a whole swath of them got approved here. And now the real game begins. Because remember, there's not going to be 11, equal ETFs here. Someone will capture this market and ultimately win most of the trading volume. And with this should come a marketing blitz. Is BlackRock, Fidelity, Grayscale, Cathie Wood, they all vie for that #1 position and really market, this crypto asset class, getting people to pile in and hopefully make their ETF the top dog. It's going to be very important. Will be an interesting battle. Only time will tell who ultimately wins here. Lastly, some news came out today, and I said it was bearish. Essentially what's going on, if the block is correct, and they're not the best publication, they're not the worst. They've been anti-Ripple in the past. Maybe they're spinning this a little bit different, but essentially Ripple said, look, we're not IPOing anytime soon. Bad regulatory environment within the United States. And so what they're going to do, many of the longtime shareholders that have had their money tied up in Ripple, the company, for a long time, they're going to start buying back those shares. People are arguing with me on Twitter. They say, oh, it means Ripple's doing great, and they have extra money to buy back shares. A startup, pre-IPO, tech company, they shouldn't be spending money on share buybacks. You can try to tell me whatever you want. You're wrong. That is not even abnormal. It doesn't happen. You should need that cash flow to expand and run out new services and XYZ. You are a growth company. You ain't doing share buybacks. Just stop it. Sometimes news just ain't great. It can be, hey, that news is a little bit bearish. It's okay to say that out loud. Nothing's going to be perfect. Stop trying to tell me this is a good thing and it means, Ripple is so strong financially they're buying their own shares back. You don't do that. And I got into the same thing when I said, there's a troubling sign that Ripple sold MoneyGram stock. And people told me, oh, they're sitting on great gains. It makes sense to pull profits. They're not an investment company, people. And that was an indicator there was some problems there. This is what I would tell you it really indicates to us. I had hoped that early 2025, Ripple would be IPOing and going public. They ain't going to do it. They don't think they can do it in this environment, or their company's not ready, or, any host of things. Is it the end of the world? No. But it's something that could have been a driver of value on the horizon. It looks like it's not there. Furthermore, if it really is regulatory issues, they're not looking to IPO overseas, or they wouldn't be buying back shares. They would tell their shareholders, don't worry, we're going to Singapore or some other exchange. I told you that wasn't going to happen. These capital markets are dwarfed by the U.S. capital market, and if you're going to IPO, you're going to do it here. Not the end of the world, but probably one thing you could take off the table for this bull run. Now, could things change? Of course. Of course they could change in a big way and quickly. If I had to guess, though, it's not so much, regulatory issues. I think, quite frankly, their business just ain't ready. They got to build out payments more. They got to do more work with their liquidity hub and their tokenization program and their CBDC program that they're rolling out here, and get more cash flows coming into the company above and beyond selling XRP. Let me be clear. I think XRP is going to do fine. Long term, I think Ripple's going to do fine, but that was some bearish news, if it's true. Now, maybe the block is spinning things a little bit, and it's not quite what they're saying. But if Ripple's using cash to buy back shares, That is very abnormal for a growth company. They should have better uses for that cash than doing share buybacks. Simple, plain, non-debatable. Stop it. There is no other way to put it. Let me know what you think down below. And as always, please like, please subscribe. The revolution will be televised right here on Jungle Link.